So this exhibition is a visual representation of the clothes, like the question that people are usually asked, like, what were you wearing? It's in answer by those survivors that this is what we were wearing, and it's not important, but I was asked this question multiple times because somehow people thought that, what I was wearing was the reason that I was sexually assaulted. I'm the president for CARE, which stands for Concerned Advocates for Relationship Equality, and it's a student organization on campus that advocates and supports people who have been sexually assaulted or who have experienced some form of domestic violence.
For CARE, we went to a conference in April called Meeting of the Minds in Kansas City, and at the conference we learned a lot about violence prevention. And the University of Arkansas put on a similar exhibit called What I Was Wearing, and we had the opportunity to walk through it, and we decided that it was so powerful that we wanted to bring it to Northwest. So we had kind of talked about it, and then at the beginning of August I got an email from some individuals from Wellness Services, and they said because I had seen the exhibit, they wanted to know if I wanted to help implement that at Northwest. So we started from ground zero. We planned it, we had to decide how we wanted to do it, where we wanted to do it. So pretty much just from the very beginning is where I started my involvement in it. The process of doing this on campus was a lot of research. We had to decide what we wanted to take away from the University of Arkansas. Also where we could even have the exhibit. Since it is a touchy subject, we had to really think of where it would be best displayed, who would see it the most, in what area. And we really had to be sensitive to survivor stories and make sure that we weren't, offending them, and making sure that there was a sensitive and really great way to describe.
The goal for the exhibit was to kind of have a visual representation of our society's most pervasive question, what you were wearing. And it was just, and these people are from our community. It's not something that happens somewhere, and it's not something that is from the internet. These are students from our communities, and our goal was to kind of show that it's not statistics, it's not just something that happens in other parts of the world. These are people like you and me. Well, I talked to a lot of people who kind of witnessed the exhibition, and they were like, this is a very powerful exhibition, and it kind of shows what our community is facing. So that was something that we got feedbacks out of.
The exhibit means a lot to me. For my work with CARE, I'm really passionate about equality within relationships and just people being treated fairly. So to me, more of personal experiences that I've had in the areas of sexual assault have driven me to want to help others who have experienced it as well. So it's a very personal and powerful thing for me.
Given how much support that we have gotten from campus and different faculty members, I think it's been easier for this exhibition to kind of spread their word and kind of get the goal in place. And I think the more people are kind of supporting the cause, the more we'll have people in the next couple years. And this might be, what my hopes are is this might be something of a tradition and something that students look forward to. And I might be wrong, but I'm very hopeful about it. So it's one way for us to show that it's one way of inviting students, or students who might not initially talk or understand this topic to kind of understand or think about.
I think college students and the individuals who saw the exhibit can take away personally just realizing that these things happen, but also talking about the exhibit, even just saying, hey, I went and saw this on campus, or my university put this on because they think this is an important issue. Some encouraging words for survivors of sexual assault is for them to know that their story is powerful. They're not alone, that this shouldn't have happened to them, but even though it did, that they can move forward in that. And overall, that there's hope past those situations, that they're not stuck there, but there's such a greater hope. And just to focus on that and be surrounded by people who put that hope in their lives is really important.